Looking prime condition, and the Stormers on the other side, lots of expectations coming in. And players who have missed out on the Rugby World Cup, but it's the start of a new cycle. Can this player step it up? That's Jordan Hendrickse leads us on.
High hanging kick from Hendrickse, brilliantly measured. Nahamba got there just a touch early. Giantjes feeds back to Blommetjies, just a bit of a juggle from the makeshift number 10. Good touch found. Kobani, what do you think of Clayton in the 10?
Oh, I love the fact that they've gone for Clayton at number 10. He's a kind of player who fits the profile of the Stormers. He can play very well, especially on transitional play. He's got a great rugby IQ. I think it will suit him. Having Warwick Lunt just to share that playing role and playmaking role will be making a much easier job for him. And he got feinberg-mngomezulu right on his inside. Exciting times here for South African rugby.
Plenty of deception at line-out time. Eventually Franke Horn, the one receiving, and Chituka carries into contact. Good sharp hands early, but strong defense from the Stormers. Ruanel leading the line.
Good aggressive defense here from the Stormers. Already showing their intent. Hard line speed off the line out. They made up the yards. Players running through the... Rowan now just introduces himself. Welcome to 2023-24 URC. In South Africa, born hard man out here, imposing his will already.
That's almost first in the tackle. Right, knocked on in the tackle first by Black, so it's red ball. First off Black in the tackle, and then off red. From red.
Herschel Giantjes giving up possession to Nahamba there. The situation was clarified. Our referee Morne Ferreira indicating the scrum feed is for the Lions. Stormers playing in their reserve strip today, inspired by the colours of Cape Town, specifically the Boerkaart. So connected to their fan base, the Stormers side.
A few experienced players have come on for the Lions. Conifori coming back onto the loose head, landing his experience. Nettling for sheer. And deputized very nicely for Frans Malherbe. Every time he got an opportunity, you can see he is knocking on and kicking on with his career. Love this story on Twitter, talking about how his father-in-law, when he used to wear his Blue Bulls jersey, now he'd be so happy to see him in the Western Province and the Stormers jersey, as he was a massive fan.
And besides Neethling Fashir, Kobani on the bench, I mean, the Stormers have some serious firepower in the front row, including a new signing, Lizo Koboka.
And then you have the evergreen Brock Harris.
Control the deload.
Both packs trying to settle down into it. Want to create a contest here. Trusted with the loose head position, Quenzo Blosse.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Replacing the #1 player in the URC in that loose head position, Steven Kitsoff, who's gone off to Ulster. Great scrum from the Lions. They stuck to the task. They win themselves a penalty.
It's a great start. Statement sent out to the Stormers pack. It's not going to be easy here in the concrete jungle. Ruan Dreyer with the second shove. Gets the best out of Quenzo Blosse. And Lions going for touch, showing intent and ambition. A good hit from the Stormers, but look at the reaction now from the Lions. The work that is done by Chituka, backing up his tight head, Ruan Dreyer. And again, to overpower and overwhelm Kwenzo Blosede.
Buota feeds to Landsberg. Become a crucial part of the line-out. Sangweni to Low, captain of the Lions. Quick ball for Nahamba. She took her on the run. Excellent intensity early on attack from the Lions. The skip ball over the top as far as Franke Horn. Horn marked up. Hit by feinberg-mngomezulu. Away from Nahamba. Nahamba there again, great pace to the ball. Hendrickse trying to sling it wide, but there's defenders marking up all the Lions players outside. Brilliantly done by Marius Low. Options left and right for Nahamba. He hits Chituka. Nahamba off to Sangweni. Chituka again. Stormers defense stiffening up as they get towards their own try line. Dreyer. Nahamba for Chituka on the charge. Just at the last second, the Stormers keep the Lions out. It's looking ominous now. PJ Buota!
The Lions roar. Great intention and ball presentation from the Lions. They were getting quick ball, and it's a great set and an attacking set, and the outcome is outstanding for PJ Buota. On his 50th, he scores the first try. They got a penalty from the scrum, but the forward pack, the way that they work themselves in positions where they can be in strong body positions, and everyone making sure that they win their battles in front of them. And the Lions really energy onto the ball and setting up quicker, got the better of the Stormers.
Easy stuff for Jordan Hendrickse. His brother's off in France right now, of course. The Lions lead 7 points to 0.
Meaningful running from the Lions. Players getting themselves in position as quick as possible. They set up pretty well. We're enjoying a start at home, and it's a start that Cash van Rooyen will be looking forward to encourage these boys to be more brave and get on with the job.
Blommetjies goes long. Herring after that is feinberg-mngomezulu.
Use it!
Really getting back to the best of his game, Nahamba, since moving to the Lions. Had a great season in URC2. Long clearance in the altitude, goes as far as Blommetjies. Of course, a 15 by nature. He starts the counter-attack. The chip across, lands in field.
Interesting tactic from the Lions, not kicking out to find touch. Want to make the Stormers make the decisions, running it up or make that kick. Clayton Blommetjies just sporting a bit of space. You can see how astute he is with the foot. Just bisecting the touchline there and the 22.
PJ Buota feeds. Another good line out from the Lions. Landsberg, the recipient again. Emmanuel Chituka.
Taken back.
Nahamba to Hendrickse. High and handsome. Not looking for touch. Underneath this, Leolin Zas. Warwick Galant. A Stormer again. They begin the counter-attack. A truly dangerous back three. Not in evidence there, however. And Zas with a fantastic ankle tap. Nahamba. Lions dominating possession early on, but this rush defense of the Stormers is causing problems. Feinberg-mngomezulu, will he get there first? Juggling it on the knee! He's gonna get there! It's a try for the ages from Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu.
Oh, it's a worldie for him. Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu could have been in an Arsenal jersey with that play. She has clinical footballing skills. What a talent he is. Just won his Currie Cup with the under-20s. Look what he brings onto the game. Staying present, staying in the moment. The only thing he was focused on was just keep that ball. He gets to keep me up. Oh, my goodness. What a highlight reel they will have. Look at that. Outstanding. Oh, special.
Blommetjies unfussed by the charge down, raising the flags, but there is the star, the man of the moment.
Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu. I mentioned Arsenal because I know his godfather is a big fan of Arsenal.
A wise man.
And he knows that he'll enjoy watching Sasha getting over. And it's offensive defense again from the Stormers that earns them that try.
Jordan Hendrickse hangs this one high. Almost a similar spot to the first. This time Nahamba not getting there to put pressure on Galant, who responds. Here's Kewan Horn. Got a massive boot himself, Horn. He just pops one over the top as far as Clayton Blommetjies. Blommetjies taking it to the line. Clayton Blommetjies juggles, can't hold on. Herschel Giantjies accelerating onto the ball. He's under the sticks, but was it forward?
Yeah. I just want to tell this. Marius coming to you. So unfitness does not have a try, but I got a suspicion that there's a knock-on as the player does not regather it before offloading. Let's just clear that, please.
Can we just check for this?
Will do, thank you.
He looked like he was going to charge him down and he just ran into him.
Okay.
The kicker. The guy was going to kick us on 5.
Okay, but he ran 5, so you all good.
And Clayton Blommetjies through the gap he goes. And look at the work done by Herschel.
He loses control of the ball.
Yankees just staying.
You now need to regather it.
But that ball has gone forward.
So it's a knock-on and no try.
Just give me a second.
Okay, Mario, so he does not regather it after fumbling. Therefore, it's a knock-on, no try.
That's correct, my mate.
No try, knock-on.
Electrifying rugby. The URC's back.
Oh, well, this is the start. Can't wait for the whole thing. Well, two sides are out here to play. Seems the players have got the license to thrill.
Okay.
With that man playing in the 10 jersey, no surprise.
Keep the stability.
Well, how did he spot that hole? Just his heads up rugby. Understanding the misconnection on the defensive line of the Lions and picking that hole, and just the ambition that he showed. Herschel Giantjies sticking up with the play and backing it up from the inside. Shortest way to support the players, straight off the hip, and that's where he was running at.
Bind. Set.
Nahamba, another penalty advantage at scrum time for the Lions. Hendrickse chips one over the top for Mani Rasta chase. Zas can't hold on. A little half gap here for the Lions on the outside.
Lucet dropping behind, collapsing. You actually got the option, so it's a penalty here for the scrum, or it was a knock-on. No, just a knock-on to scrum there, or the penalty over here. It was a knock-on there as well.
Yeah, losing that bind.
Okay, penalty.
Brings up Lucet.
Lucet collapsing.
The Lions up for the penalty of the scrum. Look at the chase here for Mani Ras. 6s and 7s here. Look at the work that is done by Warwick Galant. That could have been intentional, knocking the ball off the hand, which could be another penalty upfield. But the Lions have decided to go for that scrum penalty, and they've kicked it downfield, setting themselves up for another line-out attack.
loose head dropping bind.
PJ Porter feeds again. Emmanuel Chituka, the receiver this time. Another penalty against the Stormers. Nohamba. Hendricks awaits. Low, the first receiver.
Number 1 collapse.
Well, that's 3 penalties in a row now.
Captain. I know it's for 2 different stuff, but it's now 2 penalties at the scrum time and then the collapse by number 1. Please have a chat with him. Hold on, yeah.
He's wearing the 27, but he's the number 4, Salman Murat, the captain of the Stormers. A couple of penalties against Quenzo.
Something big for him. See how he recovers, how his team stands up with him, help him to go through this battle of just the first 11 minutes here.
Black, open up.
And it's 2 negatives in a row from Quenzo, which is why now the ref has alerted his captain.
Porter feeds, no contest this time from the DHL Stormers. Tucked in the back is Porter, no real progress from, well, another penalty against the Stormers. There may be trouble ahead. Evan Roos, a one-man army.
Number 5 collapsing.
Under duress here, the Stormers pack. Losing the set-piece battle, and the Lions really starting red hot like their jerseys.
Nohamba fires it into touch, and the Lions will go again.
This is a good concerted effort from the Lions. They've seen that they've got a bit of an edge in the way that they have started, and they connected themselves into that driving more. Stormers can't hold their momentum.
2 ball again for the Lions, and they employ some deception this time to get rid of the first level of resistance. Now powering towards the corner, or they're being powered out.
That's 1.
A ferocious contest between the 2 packs, and the Lions have got to get this ball free. They're in trouble.
Great defense, great response from the Stormers pack. Lions with the variation, shift drive to the front off that line out. But the Stormers, knowing that the touchline was closer, they bundle them over and they repel that attack, but still under pressure now of the line out.
Dweba feeds Van Heerden uncontested at the front, and Evan Roos beats the first 2 tackles. He remains a handful. Blomake's under pressure, tremendous pressure from Sangweni, offsides pressure.
Never onside.
It's a great exit play from the Stormers. Needed a gain line. Who else do you ask to give you that? Evan Roos making the yards. An impatient and a soft penalty to give away for the Lions after having the Stormers under pressure. Sbusiso Sangweni jumping the gun. It's great carry here. Have to retreat to prime the most hind-footed that ruck. He never went back. Already the dominance of the Lions, playing in the right position of the field. But the Stormers have just used their defense to get themselves level onto the scoreboard.
Dweba tries to hit the back ball and does so on Van Heerden. The handoff was untidy, to say the very least. That should be a tackle.
Now it's a maul.
In fact, it's a maul, according to our referee now, as Botha got involved. And well, it's all happened there. Back off Black is the call, and play on, most importantly. Giantjies away to Blomake's. Dummying the kick. The Lions putting a lot of pressure on Blomake's every time he tries to employ the boot. They've certainly taken note of his propensity for the cross kick and its attacking potential.
Not supporting body weight, off feet.
Well, Clayton has to work on that ball transfer to his foot. You get a lot of time when you're playing at fullback, but now with the loose forwards chasing up upon you, that time is limited. And it's an experience thing. Sangweni has been given
and then they attack the first one, and then you broke away.
The instruction to go put the pressure.
And then they collapse it later. No, not yet.
PJ Borter penalised there. Not supporting his body weight, they said. And Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu. There's a slight factor about this. Speaking to coaches from the Stormers just before the game, with the tunnel at Emirates Airline Park favouring the more of the inside field, kicks are actually shorter from this side going to the other post.
Feinberg-mngomezulu, no problems, knocks over the 3 on the short side of the field.
Yes, sir.
The Stormers, perhaps the best talent that they have is finding a way to sneak into the lead, no matter what the circumstance.
They've always found a way to win, and that's what has built this team. This is the connection that they do have with Cape Town, finding the way, survive through all the turmoils that you go through.
It's not that bad in Cape Town, Kubani. Kick-off from the Lions. Herschel Giantjes, one of the 6 Springboks in the 23 for the Stormers today, finds Nietling for sheer. Surely a URC coach's dream to have a player who's always available, always keen, always quality. Giantjes taking his time. Perhaps not as much depth on that kick as he may have liked. What a take from Leolin Zas. He's a special player. Tiernison has spotted a gap. Tiernison is through. He's got Nell in support. Tiernison is taking them on. Oh, the pass is quality as well to his captain Murat, who keeps his options open.
Early tackle.
Scrambling defense advantage to the Stormers. This could be real trouble for the Lions, depending on the circumstance. Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu tries one over the top.
Number 8 off the ball.
No, it's a fiery start
Number
here.
8 off the ball tackle.
Stormers comfortable to play with no ball, but find them in transition. There you got athletes like Marcel Tiernison, who cuts it open and finds a way to link up with these players as they keep up with play. With no position, with no territory, they get a chance now to go 6 points up. And that was from getting the ball and retaining and regathering. Look at Tiernison here. He's looking for the support, but he keeps his hand on the captain, trying to link up. Was taken out by Marius Lowe. Without the ball was Evan Rus, which is illegal. Now Lions staring down the barrel here from Clayton Blommages.
Blommages puts 3 points on the board, and the Stormers lead by 13 points to 7.
Oh, such a pure strike. The ball sailed up the upright. Kiptonians in Joburg, something new.
Well, not for the Lions. They've got about 5 boys high boys in their 23 today. So the Lions trailing by 6 all of a sudden after that fiery start. Restart again through Hendrickse, changing the angle slightly, giving Sangweni the chance to get there. Wonderful offload to Galant. So much confidence dummying that kick, making time for Blommages. So many players on the same wavelength in the Stormer side, between the likes of Blommages, Warwick Galant making his return, as well as, of course, Mani Lebok over in France, Damien Willemse as well. Tremendous creative talent available to the squad as the season goes on.
So much. We've seen the quality of this Stormers team. Back-to-back finals at home. A reward for what they have put out there. A reward for their coaches, a reward for these players' efforts. And we've seen the Lions moving from 12th to 9th, just missing out onto the playoffs. And especially with this important season, it's a merit. The top 8 qualify for the Investec Now Championship Cup.
Porter feeds. More good line-out work from the Lions. Great pass from Nahamba under pressure. Hendrickse gets it away to Matlane. It's gone forward.
Forcing the play. But that play is being forced because of the pressure defense and the read from Lionel Zas.
I thought he went for a ball.
With Ruan now.
Okay. If it's clear, we'll
Stormers doing well defending the ball, not the space.
Contest.
In that way, they can shut down where the pressure is supposed to be released. That second ball pass. Have to think about it. Playing against a squad or a team or a defensive profile of the Stormers where they're coming off the line, you have to be much more direct. You have to get behind them so that they can't not connect and they can't set themselves. Lions at the moment, learning it the hard way.
Crouch! Fine! Time off. Okay. There's a clear gap, which I'm happy about. There's no actual loading at the moment. Stay in the contest. Control reload.
Double Archer, always living every moment of the game. Man of such high emotional intelligence. All these players would do so much for him.
Time on.
We've seen how much they have battled here with no territory, but they found themselves in the lead.
Fine! Set!
Oh, change.
That's number one.
It's not. That's Ruan Dreyer.
That's the third penalty now against number one. The next one is going to go in the
owning the set
I'm happy
piece.
with the deload.
Oh, he's taking receipts, mate.
Number one, hinging.
Kwenzo Blose blown up again. And when they say you got big boots to fill, sell the main boots as big as Steven Kitsoff.
Well, Steven Kitsoff, probably one of the better loose heads in the world. And moving to Ulster, what an acquisition for them, what a loss for the Stormers, and already it's telling. 3 penalties from the set piece. Kwenzo Blose can't keep up that scrum. His shoulder keeps on turning onto the inside, the pressure being exerted by the experienced Ruan Dreyer. Telling. Lizo Koboka, Umfundisi the priest, waiting.
Up goes Landsberg. Sangweni breaking away Marius Lowe on the crash ball. He fears nothing, Marius Lowe. Nohamba.
Tackle! Release.
Here comes PJ Porter right up the guts. Already he's got a try to his name. The Lions getting back onto the front foot after they haven't seen much ball after the early dominance.
It's a genuine attempt to catch the ball.
Nel almost got that.
You know, the Lions are a growing team. Emmanuel Chituka.
Yes.
Oh, their call has been made.
Number one.
There's a reaction from the bench. Lizo Koboka gets his first game for the Stormers. Man who done his trade and
Right, guys, let's go.
just up the Yaxke and Pretoria. He gets a chance within 24 minutes
I'm happy with the dealer because
of the start of the season, replacing Kwenzo Blose, who will learn a lot from this.
He sure will. And there's plenty of competition around. You could also see that his experience to learn from the likes of Steve Sitola also having been signed. Koboka there, and of course Brock Harris.
Oh, look at his skill set, yeah. Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu touch. Look at this, keep it up, son. Oh, you have to love that. That's class. Look at the smile from the young man. He's living the dream at the moment.
That he is. Rapid progression through the levels of South African rugby, and the future oh so bright.
Come on.
Already been identified in the high performance squad of future international players in South Africa, captain under 20s, winning the Six Nations, which they held over in Italy a few years ago. Oh, look at that reaction.
There's no stability on the set.
Mulizo Koboka.
Let's move over.
Well, everyone is saying welcome, Mulizo.
Well, it'll be a reset, but
There's no stability on set.
it'll be a reset of mindsets in the front row, which is wearing red jerseys right now. Big impact from Lizo in that first run.
Oh, he's a Springbok.
Thumbs up.
Saw his first time on this rodeo. Oh, beautiful, those boots. Inspired by the great Siya Kolisi.
Speaking of Siya Kolisi, Kobani, the Stormers are experienced in losing good players. One of those, Siya Kolisi. Another one, Bongi Mbanambi. And now Steven Kitsoff, and many others that have been leaked over the course of the last few years. In spite of that, John Dobson manages to put together a quality side every year.
It's the nature of the beast, it's professional rugby game, there's better opportunities, but what an opportunity for the younger players coming up in the system.
Right, guys, on the
A
set,
chance
complete
to-
stability. Let's get the scrums to work.
Come and knuckle down and play for the Stormers. I mean, we know how passionate people are about their franchise rugby in South Africa. These big players, the only thing they want to do is to make sure that they live that jersey in better space, and you have to make sure that as a custodian of that jersey, you take it even further. So that's what's a great thing about this game. An opportunity arises every time you lose a star. Solid scrum here.
Use it at the back. Use it or lose it.
Proper contest.
Clear communication from referee Morne Ferreira. Use it or lose it. The Lions failed to, so the Stormers did.
In the tackle, from you, in the tackle. Yeah.
We'll pack it down again. This time a Stormers put into the scrum.
Experience of the Stormers, you can see the adjustment that they made by making the big call or pulling Quenzo Blosso. Yes, it will be a blow on his confidence, but it's for the greater good of the team. They want to be competitive, they want to get up to it. And this scrum contest, Lizo Koboka knuckling down. Ruan Dreya trying to put all his weight over his shoulders, but look at the work they keeps on working through. And it's the loose forwards. BJ Dixon, one of the players and the find of the season, snatches up the loose ball.
Tremendous player, BJ Dixon. He's in the top 50 of the URC 100. It's a tracking system the URC uses to rank players, give people an idea of who's really performing very well. Number one player in the URC last year, Steven Kitsoff. Ben Jason Dixon doing very well and wearing the right colours there.
Obviously this dominance campaign. I can't reward if it has to stay down. Just keep it down.
Big game coming up this evening. The Rugby World Cup. It will be the Springboks taking on England yet again at a Rugby World Cup for the privilege of taking on the All Blacks in the final.
Okay, ready.
Bonnie, that's something you want to see?
Yeah.
Well, that's who we have to play. First things first, get through England. Make sure
Let's go.
they remember you. They know your name, and it stays in their heads forever.
And they'll be looking for what some people might call an upset, but really at a World Cup, these two sides, when it comes to the crunch, not many points between them.
Yeah, that's England. They've been there. They've won a World Cup.
Yeah.
South Africa, 3 of them. England just won. But finals they've met will be the second time meeting them in one of finals. Yes, it's not the main final, but the semi-finals. English team, you can never write off. They've got great resources, great rugby structures, players who can do things. And Ruan Jay at the moment, he has shown that he's up for this season, 2023.
Okay, no, he's going off.
Scrum penalties.
Number 5 sub.
How key is that?
My goodness gracious.
Netling,
A sad for...
Captain.
He can't stay on the field.
Yeah, he's coming back from injury today. He was injured in December last year, Salman Murat, the captain of the Stormers.
How special is this player?
Oh boy, Daimani. He's been sensationalizing this competition for 2 seasons now. Stalwart of the Stormers back onto the field.
Oh, shone bright like a diamond.
Well, that'll require some... Ben Jason Dixon, of course, will be shifting into the lock shortly to make space for Daimani.
I love his nickname, from the Stormers. Shoe dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's starting a shoe brand. He's expanding his mind and his business, Daimani.
First thing he does, he goes and greets one of the Chituka brothers. Game is on in Concrete Jungle. Welcome back, son.
Formerly a famous son of the Lions, of course, Hachiva Daimani.
Time on. Crouch! Fine! Set!
Who we are missing from the Lions side today is Edwil van der Merwe, formerly of Western Province. A penalty to the Stormers this time around.
Far side.
Oh, things have changed.
Hinging.
Netling Forshia gets the better of Konefori. Pressure is shifted from the set piece. The Stormers now will urge themselves upfield. On the backs of a good scrum with a forward pack. Netling Forshia. Konefori couldn't handle the pressure. His elbow was on the ground already. Overextended.
On the line. On the line. On the line. Line close.
And brilliant camera work there.
Dweba
No.
feeds Van Heerden. Stormers still with that 6-point lead in the danger zone again, breaking away wisely. Tennyson, here comes Dixon. Ben Jason Dixon to Dweba. Dweba looking for support. Sangweni making sure referee Ferreira saw the high tackle.
Clever from the Stormers though. Down the channel they go. Offloading, not setting up racks, keeping offloads up, keeping the ball up. Communication from Joseph Dweba. Great anticipation though from Sibusisa Sangweni, getting in between man and ball. And desperate from Herschel Yanchis around his neck. The Lions release the pressure. Look at this work from BJ Dixon. Call from Joseph Dweba, keeps the ball up. Now trying to keep it alive again. Intervention from Sibusisa Sangweni. And a very advisory role to the referee that was a bit high.
Lions line out in their own half. Landsberg trying to hold on. Humber might have done himself a mischief.
He fell into it. However, there's no foul play. He's falling into it.
Sanin and Humber get a very unkind service there. Ball bubbling under.
Right. We have to get the scrums right. To keep the elbow
Lack of
up,
accuracy from the Lions set piece. Sanin and Humber.
Okay.
Let's go. The ball felt.
Okay. Time off. We need a boot change.
It was around his neck, he felt. A boot change here. For
Looks like Ben Jason Dixon might be getting the boot change.
Over there.
So territorial domination from the Lions early on, but they failed to capitalize and turn that into points. While the Stormers, when they make their visit, just a couple of offloads and they were almost in the corner. It's very economical from the side from the Western Cape thus far. The green and gold should be on all shoulders this evening.
Water off, let's go.
9 p.m. kickoff local time.
Okay guys, water off, let's go.
It's an absolutely massive fixture. So the Stormers scrum with 2 replacements in the opening 30 minutes. We'll pack down again. Oboka on to pack down at loosehead. Daimani came on for the Stormers captain Salman Murat, who's sitting on the side of the field, clearly frustrated. You can see him rocking his head back. A man who was injured in December, just to come back. And of course that injury taking away the possibility of World Cup selection for Salman Murat, who was within that group of consideration at the time.
Time on. Crouch! Fine! Set!
Herschel Yankees feeds the scrum now, confident in its dominance, waiting for their penalty. They're getting their own back now, the Stormers. Yankees wants to play, to have a go with that advantage waiting. And Mone Ferreira's given him every chance. Jumping the gun a little there, the Lions defensive line. Ben Jason Dixon hits it up. Yankees over the top. In fact, it's a dummy. Here's Daimani. A swing and momentum
Filling out great.
gradually through this first half.
Yeah, set piece. The response from the Stormers was what you expect from a team who's made the final in 2 years. They've gone back and readjusted, got themselves and getting some good traction off the ground. And what they have done is sucked the pressure up. But not just that, the defense has scored them points. And you're right, they converted on the outcomes of being inside the 22. Getting points onto the scoreboard. Lions now on the back foot. And the picture has changed for the officials.
Joseph Dweba feeds Ben Jason Dixon. Evan Ruas taking on defenders. Ball well recycled for the Stormers for Shear. A quick ball for Yankees, he can't hold on, and Chituka breaks away. Great leg drive in the tackle. Chituka just like his brother Vincent. Dreyer powering forward. Nahamba, Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu timed that to perfection. Krill didn't expect the pass, but backwards is the call. As he's smothered by Zas, Ben Jason Dixon sharp to the opportunity. The Stormers turn over possession and they're on the front foot with Roos. Another penalty advantage to the visiting team. Van Heerden. Yankees plays it short. Here's Roos again. Ever busy for the Stormers side. Feinberg-mngomezulu to Galant. Well tackled by Sangweni. Dweba trying to get around his man.
13, never onside.
Kewan Horn stood up to the challenge. The young number 15 made the tackle on a big boy, Dweba. If he got a good handoff there, it was all over, surely.
13, never onside.
Well, back to the URC season, back to shouting at the referee. A rugby tradition.
Well, just encouraging the ref.
No.
Tell him how he sees it from his point of view.
On the 5.
Have to grow a thick skin out here.
Absolutely. Richard Krill back in South Africa. Of course, his brother David plays at the Bulls. Dweba, Ruben van Heerden challenged by Chituka, or rather by Landsberg. And the Stormers had an angle they were working with. Dweba wisely just backing up there to the final feet. Dweba!
The efficiency of the Stormers. They set up a driving move and they get to go forward. And that creates an opportunity for the explosive Joseph Dweba to cut around the corner and explode into that gap. A non-traveling Springbok reserve. Showing his worth here. Stormers, ruthless. 22 entries, just 2, and they've come back with a 5-pointer. And a chance now for Clayton Blomages to see if he can convert.
Straight and true from Clayton Blommetjies. Tell me something this guy can't do.
That's the Stormers pack who has turned the things around. Now it's the set piece from the scrum, but the explosiveness of Joseph Dweba. Oh, they can't handle him. It says, yes, sir, I got you.
Never struggled to express himself, Joseph Dweba.
You got to love that. Controlled his own narrative.
Absolutely. Up and away from the Lions.
Knock on of Raid. You got the option. Scrum will line up, knock on into touch, scrum will line up. Scrum option, knock on.
Scrum to the Stormers.
Don't mind that now.
Yeah, not at all. Things have changed since Koboka hit the field. And make no mistake, Kwenzo Blosa is going to sort out his situation. He'll be back again.
There's so much game time. There's so much challenges they'll go through the season. They will learn a lot from scrumming up against Ruan Jaya. First up at Emirates Airline Park. Lizo Koboka raveling a new challenge in Cape Town. His family must be enjoying it too. He was up here in Pretoria. Now he gets a chance. He wants to repay the faith they've been shown on him, giving an opportunity down in Cape Town. At the moment, taking it.
Okay, the two of you already head to head. So let's get left of the mark, get here into the gap. Left of the mark. So you're on the mark, left, thank you. Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady!
Janji's feeds, but it's a free kick to the Stormers. Feinberg-mngomezulu over the top, measured to perfection. Great tackle that by Creel under pressure. Janji's feeds Roos. Roos breaks the first tackle and keeps going. The Stormers in striking distance again, approaching the opposition 22-meter line and playing at a frantic pace. Evan Roos. Janji's dummies and goes. Janji's on the snipe. Herschel Janji's.
Ripped to shreds, Herschel Janji's against the try. Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu, what a player. Keeps the ball alive. Look at the work now. It's all direct from the Stormers, because where is the space? It's right behind that ruck. No one is covering. Hard to sit for the Lions because they've been damaged by direct running and gain line, gain bar, everyone rest. And look at that, not set there, Kone Fori. Herschel Janji's takes it. Have the ball.
Thank you.
Clinical execution from the Stormers. It's what they've become known for over the course of the first two URC seasons. It perhaps belies the style which they play, which is so free-flowing and allows for the expression of their individuals. Individuals like this, Clayton Blommetjies, counting down the seconds before he converts yet another Stormers try. And take a look at the scoreboard, people. 27 points to 7 from the Stormers, who are under pressure.
Stormers sorting out their scrum, and after that it was the players who took on to the transitional play, just making sure they stayed direct and it was straight running. Shortest way to the try line, straight up.
Hendrickse goes high. Leolinsas immaculate in the air. It was a shot just before his feet came to ground from Sangwe, and you could see the regret.
Oh, just the inexperience the Lions have. It's really counting against them, that these players have to start making smart decisions. There's laws abide.
Blommetjies. Gabani, you weren't worried about him stepping into the 10 jersey. So far, he's been pretty good, Blommetjies.
Yeah, look at that work. Keeping his hands and eyes onto the ball. Busiso Sangweni underneath it. Clayton Blommetjies swimming.
And here he is again, the number 10, the short ball. He's not just playing well, he's enjoying it. Giant Cheese gets it away. Tienerson on the carry. Blommetjies feeding Roos. Keeps that flow going. Reminiscent of the style of Mani Lebok, who's become a mainstay in this 10 jersey. Yankees quick ball delivered from the base. Daimani to feinberg-mngomezulu. Responsibility. Knocks the ball into touch as he hears the siren sound. With a hefty lead that the Stormers have built up after the early pressure from the Lions. Dominating the set piece, winning penalties, the home team. But then Liso Koboka came onto the field in that makeshift position. Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu has been unbelievable in the 12. Blommetjies gets us back underway. And Frankenhorn is the recipient of the kickoff. The Lions have it all to do in the second half to chop down a 20-point deficit. They have to stop the Stormers from scoring, as well as turning on their attacking skills. Horn knocks it up over the halfway line. Geland to Blommetjies, now Zas. With plenty of defenders in front of him, Zas asked the question. Great offload from Zas to keep play moving forward, negate the ruck. Van Heerden. Now Janchi's Blommetjies, Roos gets it away to feinberg-mngomezulu, the rush defense, making the hits. Daimani finally beats a man. Daimani puts it onto the boot. Daimani's after this and he's got serious pace. Hendricks is back and he's under pressure. Hendricks is backing himself. Clayton Blommetjies and Daimani make the hit and cannot affect the turnover. Brilliant work from the Lions in scramble.
Use it.
Nohamba does well to slow things down.
18.
Controlling and calm temperament in this Lion side since he's arrived. Horn goes long again, not looking for touch. Finds feinberg-mngomezulu. Now Geland will run back at them. Geland asking questions. Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu. He is absolutely sensational, people. This youngster has the world at his feet.
Oh, welcome back, Warwick Geland. Give him the broken play, he'll tear you to shreds. But look at the support play. Sasha Ngomezulu, Feinberg. Outstanding work from the Stormers. Just backing each other up. That's rampant. That's ruthless. It is the two-time champions.
Two-time finalists. One-time champions.
Oh, one-time champion. I'm getting excited here.
Munster claiming the trophy last season in dramatic fashion. But you can see why the Stormer side has been to the final twice, hosted the final twice. Clayton Blommetjies. Blommetjies off target, 4-1s. Some real Springbok fans and amongst those kids. Great to see here at Emirates Airline Park.
It's great work. The support play, the transitional, the vision from Warwick Geland. His high rugby IQ, complemented by a support line from feinberg-mngomezulu. When he scores his second try off the game. Lions under pressure.
Two big changes for the Lions. Unfortunately for them, made as they have conceded another try to make a 20-point lead, a 25-point lead just after the halftime break. Those two players coming off the bench are Henku van Wyk, they call him Weapon X, and Ruan Venter. Absolutely tremendous, a force of nature really in that scrum for the Lions. Surprised to see him on the bench to start this match.
3.
On an easy exit from the Stormers, upfield they go. From the siege gun boot of Sasha feinberg-mngomezulu.
Another quality line out for the Lions. Botha has been outstanding in that regard. Here is Venter.
Back line. Number 8.
Penalty advantage waiting for the Lions. Nohamba goes quickly. Hendrickson looking for someone who wasn't there. And perhaps that speaks to the lack of accuracy we've seen on display from the home team so far.
It's the home side.
Number 8.
Trying to set up an attacking play to the blind side. Just communication didn't go right. As I said, play, you think that they'll have got that under locker. Oh, but Boogie's back. Warwick Land really showing what he can do. Over the 15 was the Stormers offsides, and they go to the set piece play to attack to the blind. Just not running the support line that was needed there. It was Raps McGuane.
Landsberg, he's been claiming ball at line-out time for the Lions time after time. Become a mainstay in this Lions team for that very reason. Coming straight through the centre now, Ben Jason Dixon trying to get hands on the ball carrier. Botha, Nohamba gets it away. Low inside to Kriel. A great pass now over the line. Henku van Veek. Weapon X is in for the try.
What a way to make an impact in the game. He's a special talent. Oh, he's bustling. Could not wait to get this opportunity. Came off the bench. And what has he done? Got himself onto the scoreboard. It's Henku van Veek. Remember the name.
Henku van Veek played in an SA under-20 side alongside Angelo Davids and Sibusiso Sangweni in 2019. Jordan Hendrickson slides one through, takes the Lions to 14 points to the 32 of the Stormers.
Big inroads made here from the Lions. They secure the ball from the set piece. Marius Lowe picks a deliberate line back onto the inside to Kriel, and good skill and ball transfer. The support play, the strength. Lionel Zas wanna see that replay.
Got in a compromised position, Zas, and the Lions are in. Good to see them strike back. Can they add to this now? Blommetjies sends it long and deep. As far as Ruan Venter, who's happy to run it right into bodies. He loves the contact. Stormers looking for the turnover. Corne Fourie, a great signing for the Lions, to be clear. Such an experienced prop, spent such a long time here, of course, before going on many travels. Kuenhorn. Blommetjies underneath this, Galant in support. I mean, it's pure danger when you kick to the Stormers. Zas outside of him, Sasha Feinberg-Mngomezulu coming to get into support as well, and there he is, asking the question of the defensive line. He had Daimani and Angelo Davids outside him, the attacking talent of the Stormers seemingly endless. The ball bobbling in midfield. No knock-on from the team in black, and they retain possession, so we'll play that advantage. Nobody out there besides Ruan now. And the 7 specialist knows how to make something out of nothing, buying time for his players to get into position. Phase after phase from the Stormers. They are confident with ball in hand. Koboka can't link with Blommetjies. Feinberg-Mngomezulu from broken play, trying to make something work, kicks one over the top, and Hendrickson goes long, too long, far too long. It's gonna go dead.
Oh, it's back all the way. Game management lacking here for the Lions. Just decisions they're making, costing him dearly. Territorial gain for the Stormers. They'll have an attacking set piece into the half of the Lions.
Looking for the ball.
In other Vodacom URC news, Debre have lost their opening match at home to Ulster by 40 points to 36, just 4 points between those sides. Stephen Kitsoff's new side, of course, the Ulsterman. Although Kitsoff will not be in attendance, he's got far more important matters to handle today. Currently, Connacht leading over the Ospreys and the Dragons leading over Edinburgh. The Sharks play later against Munster, the champions, kicking off at 6:10 p.m. local time. And that's before your World Cup match in the evening. If you love rugby, now is the time to be alive in South Africa.
Such a massive build-up to that semi-final.
Crouch!
Rugby World Cup 2023 in France has been lit.
I told you it's going to be longer, early.
He watched enough hijinks taking place in the first half. He's had enough now. He's called the free kick right away. Way too many resets on these scrums. Opening round of the URC, perhaps to be expected.
The team settling into the contest, not kicking the ball out. Half-arm penalty.
Galant taking advantage of the altitude. He's boomed that into touch. Nohamba's got a precise boot on him as well. Kicks at about 87% off the tee when he's called upon for the Lions, which won't be that often now that Hendrikse is back after that long injury to his shoulder. What about this guy being back?
Oh, just good decision making. Understanding that he has to keep the ball in front of his forward pack. Inside his own 22, all the rights to kick the ball directly into touch. Kicks it all the way to the halfway line.
So it's early and
it's another one of those players, Galant, that seemed, if you will, untamable before John Dobson came about. He got his hands on the player and made a diamond out of him. Another player he's made a diamond out of, Daimani. Hendrikse goes to ground with the Lions under pressure. Chituka really struggling to break the defensive line of the Stormers, even more now in the second half than in the first. Perhaps need to look to the talents of Henku van Wyk and Rohan Venter. Galant, cool and calm, takes it to the line. That dummy absolutely not purchased by Marius.
Marius, no, good chase line from the Stormers. Warwick Galant asking different questions. And this time around, massive dummy into the shoulder of Marius Lowe. Uncompromising centre, Marius Lowe. He'll know all about it.
Right, so patience between bind and sit.
Started life as a loose forward, Marius Lowe, back in his grey college days.
Well, took the opportunity to come up to Johannesburg to play for this franchise, the Lions. And what he has done is taken his opportunity. He's one of the leaders of the squad. And with that shoulder, it shows why he's a great acquisition into this franchise. Stormers balled up. Will we get a scrum here?
Crouch! Bind! Sit! One down on the other side. On the other side. I'll go there now. Move over a bit.
To the front row fanatics, you are welcome.
Keep that elbow up.
Scrum after scrum here, not just in the first but in the second half. In the first half there was a contentious battle.
Let's go.
That saw number 1 Kwenzo Blose go from the field, replaced by Koboka. Brock Harris still waiting to earn his 144th cap in the URC, having spent a long time at the Dragons between 2014 and 2021.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Collapsing.
Well, Stormers regained the dominance in the set piece and the scrums. Rohan Jaya finding it hard And Konefuri, decision going against them. Scored a bonus point. They're away from home. The last year's finalists.
Of course, a new turf laid down at the DHL Stadium. The Stormers won't be playing their first home match there against the Scarlets next weekend, but it's going to be a different way of thinking about scrums. It is so slippery, that surface at the DHL Stadium in these first 2 seasons.
We're talking about doing a hybrid between 4G and natural grass, which will give stability to the scrumming, and it will be much easier to sustain. Great investment. Really working to what they do have as a strength, which is their scrummaging. They need that traction off that ground, and they responded to that.
Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu. Does anybody else have their hand up for man of the match?
Oh, the way he's playing, he's seeming to be asking, aren't you entertained?
Changes galore in the Lions ranks, and frustration galore as those players leave the field. Kabakanya on your screen, the bone collector, Willem Alberts, he's still here. And in the 16 jersey, Jakub Visagie.
Time back on.
Hendrikse goes long. 35 points to 14 now.
Last feet.
Paul de Vet, Western Province player since 2015. With a contestable kick, brilliantly measured, and Kewan Horn had to show tremendous bravery. Kabakanya on the charge. His first touch. Hijo Venter involved. Andre Hijo Venter in the tackle, replacement hooker for the Stormers. Nohamba sends it away to Morgan Nordier. Another change for the Lions in that flurry. Venter, always dangerous. Chituka, similarly so, sledgehammer of this Lions team. Oh, and the rush defense reading that early pass and rushing up, just causing the indecision on the outside. Even when a team has the numbers, the Stormers make them think they can execute on those outside gaps.
The line speed pressure, extremely compromising the skill set of the Lions. Lions very tight in their attack. Chose to attack on both sides, and just no cohesion in their attacking play.
Up until now. Let's get it right.
I spoke about how long the off-season was, about 3 months it was. They wanted to work on making sure they get a bit of clarity in the way that they want to play. The attacking systems is something that they really worked hard on. The moment the players trying to adapt, trying to make sure that they can execute under pressure. Moment, the confidence of the Stormers, understanding their systems and being successful for the last 2 years, starting to tell and starting to show.
Set! Steady! Hold it up. Use it.
De Vet gets it free for Blommetjies. He goes central. It looks a bit long, but it's held up well with the bounce.
Goal line.
Goal line dropout. Hendrikse will be the one to execute this.
The Stormers have dropped back all their attacking threats just beyond the halfway line. They'll be the one receiving this ball.
Absolute murderer's row of running talent. Ivan Ruas, the first among them. Switch play with Galant. Looking for the support of Blommetjies. Galant gets rid of a couple. Daimani always trying to get his hands through the tackle.
Red, leave it! Tackle is in the way.
Visagie does well to slow the ball down in a turnover attempt. And De Vet away to Blommetjies. Brock Harris looking to use him as a pivot. Oh, almost getting good hands on. He did. Frankie Horn
Good work from Frankie Horn, winning that race of shoulders to the ball in that ruck, being the first man up. The carry from Brock Harris,
You would be spectacular showing the way.
not making yards. That gave a chance to the Pulfra to have a go.
14. 6. Stop.
Cap number 144 for Brock Harris. And to put that into perspective, the next best is Joseph Dweber with 49 caps, only because he played for Bordeaux. Also Clayton Blomekes with 48 because he played for the Scarlets once upon a time. The rest of the players around 38, 27 and below after 2 seasons of URC. So experience something that the players from South Africa still over the course of the next 2-3 years will start getting up to those 100 numbers, so common amongst the teams in Europe. Visagie disrupted line out for the Lions.
No hands, leave it!
They're able to claim possession. Scrappy though it may be. Mohamba off to Chituka. Mohamba finds Fenter. Crossing the gain line. Chituka hits the gain line again. Quick ball needed. Mohamba.
Well, the attack play just not really clicking. Support player coming in from around the corners has to get as close as possible, not run away from the ball, because where is that hole?
Good scrum, patience on the sector.
Just want to attack
Good scrum,
close
patience on
to
the
the
having the right enough.
10 defender, closest to the ruck, the
keep it there,
first
good
pillar
first scrum.
defender. That's the
Good
player
standard.
that Nohamba is trying to pull and make sure that he can get close to and create that opportunity for a strike runner. They'll be disappointed because their set piece was not efficient enough. That created an opportunity for the Stormers to get up with a defense.
Crouch!
Lions could not generate momentum.
Bind!
They found themselves in a position,
Set!
and possession lost.
Steady!
Stormers about to exit, but the
18
scrum time.
overextending. Not supporting body weight. Overextending.
Controlling his emotions, Brock Harris.
Feet chase. Put it a fat truck. Yes.
See from his demeanor that one might feel he disagreed. Scrum penalty to the Lions, they'll cherish that. It's been a battle at scrum time, one that's forced the referee to use his whistle more than anything else, as neither of the sides have been able to stay up for the greater part of the game. Visagie with the attacking line out, well claimed by Ruan Fenter. The Lions go about their business, thwarted with the rolling maul in the first half, trying to make it happen in this. They corkscrew around the corner, and now they've got some go forward! Ruan Fenter, the young sensation, scores for the Lions.
A bench has really shown up for the Lions. They brought good energy. Willem Albert, Henko van Veek, Ruan Venter, the next generation. It's out here, they're showing why they've been highly rated and been talked about for higher owners in future. But the good traction from the Lions. Asinatin Tlabaganye leaning his weight, leading from the front, charging on and setting up a great platform for Ruan Venter to take advantage for.
Willem Albert's getting stuck in as well. The bench has made a difference for the Emirates Lions here on their home ground. Home ground which they will wave goodbye to as they go on an away tour against Benetton, Scarlets, Ulster, and then they're home to play Zebra. Swinging away and kissing the post from Jordan Hendrickson. Ruan Venter's try unconverted. Looks like he's ready for the season.
Better execution, took the ball in the front of the line out, shift the drive, and then it was the players getting behind. Look at the height and body position of the Stormers. They could not hold back the power of the Lions. Clayton
Blomekes kissing the sky, that kickoff. Ruan Venter, the try scorer, dismissing the first challenge. That from Ben Loader onto the field now for his Stormers debut in the 23 jersey. Courtnall Skasan, another player the Stormers signed in the off-season. So the wing talents of those from the Western Cape continues to be abundant. Kewan Horn looking for touch this time, and he finds it.
Not much purchase from the kick. Good pressure from the chasers of the Stormers. The Lions, though, release a bit of pressure.
Sit again.
Venter feeds Ben Jason Dixon.
Over.
Makes very few errors, does Ben Jason Dixon. So versatile as well to shift from the flank to the lock, no problem, whenever the Stormers have the need. Collapsed more penalty Stormers. Tabani, if the Lions hadn't leaked a couple of tries in succession in that first half, the 16-point deficit could have been different. And the Lions are coming back into this match somewhat here in this period in the second half. But they need to stay competitive in matches.
Yeah, they just... And that first half, with lots of 22 entries, they didn't really convert them. And the difference was that the Stormers, through the transitional play, stayed in the game and stayed ahead. And whenever they've had an opportunity into the 22, their conversion rate has been efficient.
Going back on.
Venter to Van Heerden this time. The trick play. Engelbrecht plays it around the corner to Roos. It doesn't work out. Lions sharp to it. Stick to their task. Win possession back.
A little trick play to the front here, trying to isolate the one player. Maybe a simple hands drawing and passing will have worked, and squaring up the shoulders from Evan Roos. Something you'll work on.
Visagie feeds the line out, and Ruan Venter, see just how much he gets through once he's onto the field. He loves the rough stuff. Van den Berg back to Kewan Horn, the reliable boot to the number 15. He's not too satisfied with the angle that one took. The Stormers remain on the front foot.
Interesting change here. Salele Nohamba has moved on to a fly-off positioning. Moni van der Berg coming in at scrum off. And look at the young man enjoying the sunshine in Johannesburg.
That's some Newcastle United stuff they're doing there.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Come on the tune.
Venter digging in there, everything legal. No, that was a flat pass from Paul de Vet. De Vet in at halfback. Blommetjie spreads it wide to Galant, who puts it onto the boot. Chasing after this is Zas. Makwane is after it as well. Ooh, pressure on the touchline. Stormers put in. Zas happy to go backwards to go forwards. Blommetjie's going to put in a cross kick. Daimani's waiting. Oh, it's gone right through the breadbasket there. But the Stormers having fun.
Man, Warwick Galant, he's a special talent. Taking the ball on the drift and putting through a grabber on his left foot. Not too many can do that. Boogie. Wow, he's special. So good to have him back in the URC. A star player. Quality.
The lineouts from the Lions have been nothing short of perfect, really. So much movement, no chance of the Stormers keeping track of who's going where. One of the lineout organizers, Ernst van Rijn, off to the Sail Sharks this year. The kick over the top, fielded by Galant. A little bit of a goose step, so calm in the contact, gets it off to Ben Loader. Oh, he's strong in the tackle. De Vet, the ball slowed down, the Stormers have to wait. Engelbrecht.
Backwards.
Under pressure, his offload is compromised, and the dedication on the ground from the Lions. Exactly what the coaches want to see, surely. Willem Alberts turning back the clock. beats a couple of defenders. Van den Berg to Nhlabakanye. Line speed of the Storm is unreal on that occasion.
Tackle!
Andre Juche Venter, men possessed.
Played away by Pisaki. The Lions slowing down now, struggling for meters. They need to be operating with a plan here as Alberts crashes it up again. Van den Berg is there, but what is he looking for? Finds Nahamba, playing it fly off now, and their captain looks to bust through the line. Low, he's done well for the Lions. Nhlabakanye, Nahamba. Trying to employ his footwork to create a gap as Van den Berg gets it away to Horn. Kewen Horn off the ground, offloads to Henku van Beek, who sent it wide to Kriel. Big hit on Kriel from Zas. Tremendous energy from the Lions as Venter takes it to the line. Here's Van den Berg again. The bit between their teeth they find in Nhlabakanye. The crowd rising to this effort. They've got numbers to the right. Van den Berg. Van den Berg gets it away in the tackle. Kewen Horn. It's the youngsters who are making the difference.
Lions inspired here. The young men have taken the bit by his teeth. They just decided that it's time for them to let them know. Oh, the big man enjoying the timeout. That's brilliant play from the Lions. A try is being reviewed though. Kewen Horn. Does he keep control of the ball? Does he get to the try line? He's allowed to place the ball. What a try-saving tackle as it looks from that replay. Evan Roos, where did he get there?
Probably from training at Paul Boys High.
To me, it looks. I can't see any grounding. Just give me another. We just want to have a look at another angle.
Thank you.
Well, he's got shovels for hands.
What an effort. Thought all hope was lost here.
It's very short.
Gets himself underneath the ball.
Momentum takes him over.
Oh.
It looks like there is a hand underneath that.
Yeah, I've got a hand under that. Just give us a second, please.
If anybody's writing a textbook, there's an image.
There's a clear hand underneath the ball, so it's not being grounded. Therefore, goal on drop out.
Yeah, Mona, I cannot confirm whether the ball was grounded on the line or over the line.
That's
so
great defense. Never die attitude.
For a goal line dropout.
Yes.
Resolve from the number 8 of the Stormers. Miraculous. Evan Roos saves.
Oh, the life of a referee. Two of the people cheering you, the other two cursing you out. It's always going to be that way. Clayton Blommetjies with the goal line clearance here after the battle of the Boys High boys. He is raging. Long goal line clearance. So good to have URC back for season 3. Ruan Venter agrees. Rough and tumble down the center of the field. Chituka now on the charge. Daimani takes care. Darian Landsberg, he's a workhorse. Van den Berg. Nahamba. Low. That one, a good pass. Referee confirming it in the moment. Henku van Beek. Up to the 22-meter line now. The Lions, they're playing with a belly full of fire all of a sudden in the closing moments of the match. Play after play, they're moving forward. Feinberg-mngomezulu is out of this world. He's got a big boot, glue on his hands, a cool head on his shoulder. He can do it all, and he's been doing it here in the first URC match of the year. Blommetjies gets charged down.
I spoke about his ball transfer to the foot. Just doesn't have that much time at first receiver. Yeah, Sasha Feinberg-mngomezulu. He's a special talent. Look how long it takes to release that ball. Well, there's an advantage being played from a knock-on and contact. Well, we've been treated here.
Slow start. Very slow start.
Yeah, slow burner.
All of a sudden, now the Lions have shown up big time in the second half. And towards the middle of that first half as well, the contest at the scrum as the pendulum began to swing to the Stormers' side.
Fine.
It's been a competition out there in all facets.
Keep it up.
Look at that effort from the Emirates Lions scrum. Morné van den Berg
Against the round of play. The Lions roll back. They get the bonus point at home, which is key for them. That's something they missed out a lot of last season. It all counts at the end. Bonus points in the bank. The scrum was explosive. The inclusion of the big man of Venter and Alberts in that back row, and Asenat Ntlabakanye really making a difference. And Van der Berg, sniper.
.82% kicking accuracy for Sanele Nohamba. No problems this time around. The flags waving high. The Lions playing the game.
A good scrumming. Reacts best as Morné van der Berg scores a try underneath the post. And he leaves it out to Sanele Nohamba to edge closer to that tally of 35 for the Stormers.
Stormers looked like they were running away with this match, but all of a sudden the Lions have come roaring back into it. Ruan Venter, he is making a difference with every carry. Van den Berg, the bone collector, Alberts, in over the ball, the Stormers, and they've turned it over. The difference maker, Evan Roos, stepping up for the team again.
It's decision making and game management from the Lions. They needed to get out from scoring the points they did, but the chase line from Hachiva Diamani had them in two minds. They needed to create momentum with the carry from Willem Albert. Evan Roos picked his pocket. And now it's the Stormers trying to shut this game down.
Venter feeds and hits Dixon. Dixon trying to keep his feet under the Lions' pressure. Good control initially from the Lions, but can they retain that as now there's more Stormers than Lions that are around the corner. They might just get some go for it here. They're powering to the line. The Lions trying to push the Stormers out over the touch line. This is a great battle between the packs, and the ball pops out of nowhere. Ben Loader, he's so strong in the tackle as well as being extremely quick. A real asset for the side from the Western Cape. De Vet under duress. Porker. Used to playing this team in the Trans-Yokske Derby in the Stormers' debut today. De Vet. Venter, oh, big hit. They've got numbers out wide, the Stormers, and they're looping round to create that overlap now. If they get the quick ball away, De Vet gets in there now and sends it to Daimani. Daimani takes on the line. Creel desperately calling for help. De Vet, as the Stormers continue to go to the left. Creel shoots out on the line and makes his hit. It's all the youngsters who are stepping up today.
Oh, the fight is up. The young calves show claws. It's a roar at the end, though. Great defense. That's great heart from the Lions. Something that will encourage Jacques Fourie, the defensive coach. You know it's all about attitude and effort. Look at that tackle from a young winger onto a big running number 8 Springbok player. And after that, it was not just about that. It was about retaining possession and getting it back, reclaiming it. A match upfield. Game is still on.
It's a 9-point game in Gauteng as the Lions execute yet another line-out to perfection. That'll stand them in good stead going into the season, knowing they have 2 solid options at hooker and plenty of jumping options, and Landsberg being so crucial to that as well. Nohamba.
What a pickup.
Brilliant stuff from Feinberg. Matwane, have not seen him at all today. The elusive wing for the Lions in the number 11 jersey. Nohamba. With that defensive pressure of the Stormers, so often he's having to dummy and take it in himself, and now send one over the top. Did Marius low. Warwick Galant is going to be the one to get back and field it. 3 chases for the Lions. Galant takes the safe option.
Ambidextrous with his left foot, casually too. So comfortable in his skin.
Engelbrecht won the Currie Cup as the captain of the Pumas not too long ago. The meticulous craftsmanship of the Lions line-out continues to the dying moments of the match, and the devastating running of Venter in the midfield does just the same. Vandenberg clearing. Franke Horn struggling in the physicality. Vandenberg to Landsberg. Stuck on the halfway line, the Lions. And that's the kind of go forward they've been looking for. Venter runs about 8 meters on his own with 3 Stormers on his back. Nohamba off to Low, Low to Horn. Horn asking the question, beats the first. Vandenberg, he's made a difference since coming on as well. Nohamba.
16 offside.
Landsberg tries to get it away, a penalty advantage to the Lions, and they can play that advantage now. Chituka! Oh, with the offload off the ground to the bone collector. Albert sets the ruck. Galant tries the turnover, no such luck. Vandenberg finds him. Klabakange, he tries the pass off the back of the hand. Vandenberg plays it on. It's on the outside for Franke Horn. The URC continues to sensationalize the game of rugby. Welcome to the opening round of the Vodacom United Rugby Championship. And on the outside here, Franke Horn, as I try to quell my beating heart. Nohamba with the clock ticking down. It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen, heading into the final 30 seconds in a match which has swung this way and that. Looked like the Stormers had run away with it towards the middle of the match and this first half of this second half. But in these final 20 minutes, with some of the changes coming off the bench for the Emirates Lions, the likes of Asenati and Klabakanye, Jakub Visagie, Willem Alberts, Ruan Venter, Morne Vandenberg, Henku van Wyk, try scorer. They have made the difference here, and the match is on the line as a result. The Stormers taking their time to get to the halfway line, rightly so. The hooter having now sounded, this will be the final play of the game, unless there's a penalty on the way. Landsberg plucks it out of the Gauteng skies and feeds Rabs. A grandstand finish to an engaging match. Low sends it. Almost intercepted by Leolin Zas. Definitely not a deliberate knockdown. And that brings about the final whistle to a fascinating fixture here in Gauteng. What a way to kick off the Vodacom URC season. What a contest between the DHL Stormers and the only South African side that has ever defeated them in 2 years of URC. The Lions